Guess what? I woke up humming Hotel California, and I've been catching myself doing it all day. Do you remember when we attempted to do a karaoke duet of it? Complete disaster, but so much fun. Okay, back to business. I had this crazy revelation today. You know Sophie took me for a tea ceremony last week, right? So it got me thinking. Our cocktail culture and the traditional tea ceremonies are such beautiful art forms. Just what if we can mesh these two together? Like not just mixing a cocktail with tea, but embodying the whole ceremonial vibe, you know? Very East meets West, I think. Something about this fusion is really pulling at me. It's like the sophisticated tranquility of tea ceremonies coupled with the vivacious appeal of cocktails. Imagine that. I tossed this idea around with Hana, Ming, and Yuna today, and you wouldn't believe the kind of response I got. It was pure excitement. Yuna's eyes literally lit up, and she immediately volunteered to be my test subject. For science, obviously. Ming and Hana were immediately on board too and started shooting suggestions. We started brainstorming, you know? Going back and forth, one idea sparked another. Ming suggested incorporating a digital menu, which I thought was brilliant. This idea will marry tradition with technology so well. Plus, having an interactive menu for the patrons will be something novel. There's so much we can do with this, like really stretch our creative boundaries. As for the actual drinks, I was thinking we could have cocktails inspired by different teas, and everyone seemed to like the idea. And listen to this, Hana even offered to help with pottery for unique cocktail cups. How amazing is that? It's her, adding her own traditional spin to the idea. Seeing all the enthusiasm today, I've already started brainstorming on this concept more and more. Can't wait to actually get a hold on it and start experimenting. I know, right? Very crazy. From now on, brace yourself for a lot of tea-infused, booze-filled nights. Let's hope our livers are ready for all the tasting and trialing that's going to come. Who would have thought I'll be trying something new in music today? You know me, always up for the next interesting thing life has to offer. So today was about the haegeum, a traditional Korean string instrument. Oh, it must have slipped me to mention this earlier, but I signed up for a haegeum lesson, mainly because it got me curious. Traditional meets modern, loving the sound of that, aren't ya? Guess who were my partners in this new caper? Yes, Kyung-soo and Hana went with me too. At first it looked like just another string instrument, you know. But oh my god, the first strum of the haegeum, and it was like the sound of soothing wind across a serene lake. Every stroke marking its presence, yet blending in with the melodious harmony. And it hit me. How miraculous it is that music can bring tranquility and serenity into our lives, just like our homemade cocktails. Ming asked me the same thing after the lesson. You know what I told him? The sound of the haegeum is like the peace and calm we get after a long, tiring day, complemented by a soothing sound. Bam! It just harmoniously sweeps you off your feet and transports you to another world, just like good old cocktails. Oopsie daisy, sounds like I am describing a mystical potion, not an instrument, but you know me, I just can't help myself. And speaking of sweeps you off your feet, have you heard about Yuna's latest experiment, the espresso-based cocktail? That had me drooling after just hearing about it. Can't wait to taste it. Ming's been cracking code after code, and as for Hana, she's weaving magic with her pottery. You know, sometimes I feel so blessed to be amongst these super talented people. They've become such a huge part of my life, and we just uplift each other, you know? God, the bar tomorrow is going to be super busy. Nevertheless, the delightful mixture of our smooth cocktails and jazz playing in the background will surely drive away the blues. Continuing from our last chat, I thought, why not blend my two passions, mixology and arts, together? You know me always up for pushing boundaries. So today I found myself in a printmaking workshop, courtesy of my adventurous spirit. It's all about integrating inspired designs from cocktail mixology into the realm of abstract art. Drawing inspiration from different elements behind the bar and concocting an art form, imagine that. I mean, who says we can't be artistic while mixing up a drink or two? Now think abstract cocktail-themed designs implemented into printmaking. Sounds creative, right? The support I got from Yuna and Sumin was all I needed to dive right in. This enthusiasm within our trio was just so infectious today. It's like when Hana sold her artwork today. Remember the chat I showed you? We were all so thrilled for her. Feels good to have such a supportive and encouraging group of friends, doesn't it? Ming cracked us up today, bursting with his sudden plan for an art bar crawl. Classic Ming, spur-of-the-moment plans. Hana, Yuna, and I had to turn him down, unfortunately. After all, there's a cocktail I have to work on. My new project can't run itself. You know, I took this fascinating detour in my routine for the sake of living fully, and it's invigorating. It feels good to challenge myself and step out of comfort zone every now and then. This excitement for new experiences is what adds color to our gray routines, isn't it? If we're not learning something new, we're not growing. And where's the fun in living a mundane life? Today was a reminder for me to set aside time for learning and do things unapologetically that keep me excited inside. Work might have to wait a bit tonight because my artsy side refuses to rest. I can't wait to show you what I've learned today once I'm done. All right, my dear.